Welcome to The Update. Nate Gardner with you. In a bid to boost access to primary health care, National Cabinet is committing itself to spend $2.2 billion. Kids' vaccinations will cost as little as $19 from next year at pharmacies, while from July the Commonwealth will also begin funding after-hours programs at GPs. Over the next 2 years, up to 715,000 migrants will arrive in Australia, with most being international students and working holidaymakers. That's according to a leaked briefing note to National Cabinet. It will be the highest migrant intake to our shores on record. Betting online using credit cards will soon be banned. The federal government proposal is set to be introduced as legislation later this year. Chief Executive of the Alliance for Gambling Reform, Carol Bennett, welcoming the move.
Because we know that many people experience harm from gambling online and using credit. And we know people are 4 times more likely to experience gambling harm when they're using credit. So this is a really big step forward.
In Ukraine, at least 25 people have been killed after Russian airstrikes. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says the attacks show further international action is needed against Russia. In Indonesia, an Australian man has been arrested in the Aceh province accused of a drunken, naked rampage. It's believed the 23-year-old hit people in the street and knocked a motorbike rider off his bike, prompting an angry mob who threatened to burn down the man's hotel. And King Charles III has met with Australian legacy volunteers outside Buckingham Palace, marking the beginning of the London leg of the Legacy Centenary Torch Relay. The relay began in France earlier this week and will eventually arrive in Albany, WA, later this year for the Australian leg. Sport and entertainment are next. Turning to sport, Port Adelaide has jumped to third on the AFL ladder after a 7-point win over St. Kilda at Marvel Stadium, 83-76. Power coach Ken Hinkley rapped with how his boys handled the pressure.
2 really good sides going hard the whole night. Our boys and the Saints boys, they gave 4 quarters of great effort, and I thought we were lucky enough to be in front at the end.
The Friday night NRL doubleheader has seen a couple of one-sided affairs. The Eels 43-12 winners over the Knights, and the Rabbitohs thumping the Broncos 32-6. South Sydney coach Jason Demetriou very pleased with his side's defensive play.
I thought after a slow start we got some real intent, made it really hard for Brisbane to get off their line, which took their attacking players away from the game and allowed our boys to play some footy.
And Aussie soccer superstar Sam Kerr has been named Australia's flag bearer at King Charles's coronation, where she'll lead Australian dignitaries into Westminster Abbey next month. And in entertainment news, the cause of death of Jerry Springer has been revealed as pancreatic cancer. The presenter turned politician died this week, aged 79. And it's been revealed Rihanna will voice Smurfette in the upcoming Smurfs movie. And we'll see you tomorrow for another episode of The Update.